level funding, captives, consortiums, self-insurance, independent TPAs, unbundled plans. You can go down that long list, and you just never know where a company's risk tolerance and fit is going to be, which as you go down that spectrum, you can see significant savings. We've seen savings almost to 50% off of what they're currently paying just by going down that road.
Benefits on the fly.
I was thinking this morning about a phone call I had yesterday with a prospective group. They're in Southern Washington, manufacturing company with about 40 employees, and they had reached out to me to see if we could help them out with their current benefit situation. So I learned a little bit about what's been going on, and it looks like they've been on the same exact plan for over a decade, the same exact insurance company. Their broker hasn't really shown them any other options. It's just the same plan renewing every year. What's happened, though, is the costs have been going up year in and year out in the double digits. And so every year, she said the only thing they could do to contain those costs is to increase the deductible and offer a worse benefits plan to their employees. And that's really unfortunate because now they're at the point, she said, where we can't go any higher. We're at an $8,000 deductible, and that's as high as it goes. So there's no more room for us to find a cheaper plan, and they just got their renewal rates, and they're going up again 18%. And she recognizes that high of a deductible is a problem for employees because if they are asked to go get a test or go get like a MRI or a CAT scan or some kind of test that's going to cost in the thousands of dollars, the employee might not get that test done because it's going to be out of their own pocket. Or even if there's a minor procedure, they might forego it just because they know it's 100% on me to pay because I've got $8,000 deductible that I have to meet. And that's what we call being functionally uninsured, because you have insurance, but we find that people don't use the insurance because there's such a cost barrier to receiving care because they know it's going to be coming out of my wallet to pay for these costs. And especially if the doctor's not sure what it is and they just want to run the test just to be sure, that can oftentimes lend itself to an employee just saying, no, I'll just skip it and hope for the best. That's just not the way that it should work. We want employees to utilize their care, which means we have to pay attention to the actual benefits, what they are, and what they mean for the employee's cost, because that affects their paycheck, their household income, and everything else when they have those expenses. So that's just as important of a component as the actual premium cost that the employer is either paying in full or paying in a cost share with the employee. So our goal with this company is we're going to do a full market analysis, which they've never had done for over a decade. And we're going to canvass not only plans that are available, the common plans available in Washington State, but other national carriers and see what this group might be eligible for. But I'm pretty confident, just what I know about the insurance carrier that they're with, we've had a lot of success just recently, especially in lowering costs for employers that have been utilizing that carrier. But the key component, regardless of which broker you work with, you just want to make sure that you're seeing all of your options and not just a narrow slice of what the market has for sale. A lot of brokers, they only work with a handful of carriers and they think that that's all that there is when that's really not the case. And so there's so many trust plans and direct plans and association plans on the fully insured side, but then you've got all the other strategies like level funding, captives, consortiums, self-insurance, independent TPAs, unbundled plans. You can go down that long list and you just never know where a company's risk tolerance and fit is going to be, which as you go down that spectrum, you can see significant savings. We've seen savings almost to 50% off of what they're currently paying just by going down that road. And most brokers don't do that with their clients, so the group doesn't have any idea that those options even exist. They're only being told by one person, this is all there is, and this is the best we could find you, and our suggestion is, if it's too expensive, why don't we just double your deductible from $3,000 to $6,000 and help curb some of these costs. Unfortunately, that's just been the status quo and the way that a lot of businesses have been operating until they get to a point like this group where they hit the ceiling and it's like, okay, there's nowhere else to go. We're already at an $8,000 deductible and the rates are still going up. And that's when you know it's time to really start looking at what other options are out there that you've been missing over these years that can really reduce costs without sacrificing the benefits that you offer your employees. Holiday Tower, amphib 549 Delta Kilo is 6 miles to the southwest, inbound for landing without a test.
Amphib 549 Delta Kilo Roger. Additional traffic will be operating west to your runway to the parallel Whiskey Taxiway R22 helicopter at or below 700 feet. No need for the report. Runway 35 clear to land, wind 360 at Niner.
Clear to land, 35.